Now you mentioned Larry and John Kaz and Kyria. I can just hear my head you telling the story best in terms of Larry's interest in this project and the talent attached to it.
Yeah, Larry, there's nobody on the stage who doesn't love and respect Larry so much for all that he's contributed to Star Wars. And I think that as the executive producer of this particular movie and the writer, along with his son John, he had a lot of passion for the idea of Chris and Phil coming aboard to direct this movie, and he's quite vocal about it in a way that Larry can be, and really, I think, had a tremendous amount of belief in them and a feeling that they were just the right people to do this, and I think that that ended up being really meaningful to all of us as we went forward and put the whole thing together and made it happen. And now it's real and everybody's working together. It's pretty cool.
One thing, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because this panel isn't streaming. This was streaming at Lucasfilm, right? But at Lucasfilm, everyone has a George impression. Everyone has one. You can't help it. And one of the things that I noticed is the more we got in working with Larry, we all developed Larry impressions.
I don't know you're talking about.
And so, not that I expected Kyria to do it. What did you do it? But it was like, Gary, it's gotta be these guys.
It has to be these guys here.
So,
here.
Trust me,
You gotta make it happen.
he was pushing really hard, and he was so happy that you guys said yes to this project. So, and we all are, because it's in great hands.
I mean, such an honor from Larry Kessin here, our hero from growing up, watching all of his movies, and I went to see Grand Canyon in the theater opening weekend. That's how big of a fan I am of Lawrence Kasdan.
You're like a real Larry, man.
Yeah. I was in high school. So it's a dream come true just from this part alone. Not to mention the rest of it.
So, can't get too much into what the movie's about, but obviously everyone knows it's about Han Solo. What is Han Solo?
Well, now they do.
What does Han Solo mean to you?
I sort of relate to him. He doesn't want to do anything that he's told. When you tell him not to do something, it makes him want to do it more. He's very sarcastic, and at the end of the day, he's unreasonably optimistic. And I think that's why we fall for that guy, and why we got so excited about making this movie. Is that this kind of dichotomy between this kind of grouchy, seemingly cynical guy with the biggest heart in the galaxy. And to me, that's a great thing to make a movie about.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who on the playground, everybody was fighting who gets to play Han Solo. And in my family, when my sisters and I would play Star Wars as kids, I was always Han Solo. My one sister was Princess Leia, and my other sister was Princess Leia's sister Margot, which is a character we
Good worker into this story. Yeah.
Anyway, one really less than research, I slip in an extra Skywalker.
There is another other.
The guy,
The Margot Skywalker?
but it's a guy, he's a maverick, he's a scoundrel, he's clever, but he's not smart. And he's, he wants to present himself as like this cool, tough guy, but in the end he always does the right thing. And so I think that's why you love him so much, and that's why he's been one of the most iconic characters of all time.
Before you've worked with Millennium Falcon before.
That is true. We did in the Lego movie. Han Solo and Chewbacca both appeared, and the Millennium Falcon were all in that movie. And as I read, all of the films with Star Wars are canon, so that means that is canon.
Yeah,